For starters, how do you heard 85%, we had two 85%, 85% of all video that's being consumed on social media right now, according to their metrics, is being consumed silently. And you know why, and I know why, because you're sitting in, some boring lecture at school or some meeting, you're watching cat videos you're not supposed to be in, And so we all know what that is. And so here's what it looks like, right? Remember that weekend when we all cared about the Syrian refugees? Remember that? It was like an hour and a half we all cared about them. And then, so they all came in, and they all had their supers like this, okay? So the question is, how do you create a video like this in 2 minutes or less, no coding skills, you're out in the field, people on the web don't have time to mess with you, that's your life, yes?
Yes.
All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to use this app called Vont, V-O-N-T. It's both Android. Android has a different version. But by the way, if you are an Android person, today would be a day for you to ask yourself. You should ask yourself, am I truly happy? Okay, so here we go. Yeah. There's always, okay.
That wasn't made by Apple?
I know, no, it wasn't made by Apple. But if I was. So here we go. This is Vont, and all you do with Vont is this. You just click on your camera roll and upload your video. It will automatically compress your video. Then you touch the video and the word text will come up. And all you'll do is touch on the word text and type away. Now you can use any one of 60 different fonts. You notice that on almost all of their fonts, they use a good clean sans serif font that's easy to read, nothing fancy usually. So just a good clean sans serif bold font is nice. You can take your finger and drop it anywhere you want. You can put a background on it, change the text color. You notice that almost all of their fonts are white and yellow, okay? They just don't get crazy with these things because you want to be able to read them, and you can basically not read, purple and lavender and stuff like that. All you do then is you just place it on there, and then you grab the ends of it with your finger, draw this end in, draw that end in. You're setting the start and stop time on the super, and that's all there is to it. You're done. You can add any number of supers, any number of fonts to your video. All you do is just touch, add, and you can add as many as you want. Then you save it to your camera roll. So you're not saving it on a third party, you're saving it to your camera roll, post it to social, send it to your web people, you're good to go. That's all there is to it.
Is it only for supers, or can you write like some dialogue?
No, you can write whatever you want on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can write whatever you want. I prefer horizontal on this, so the better videos on this are horizontal because you get a larger screen, and that's mostly how people consume video anyway. Okay, so that's Vont. All right, lesson number 2. One of the things that you're going to need to do is you're going to, increasingly, you have to have some sort of visual to go with any social media post or you just get better. So one of the things that you can do is you can use photographs, but it's even better if there's movement. There's not, that I know of, any discernible study on this, but we are starting to believe, and maybe you guys know this, we're starting to believe that movement acts as a thumb stopper for people who are scrolling. Movement tends to, is that your experience?
Yeah, you gotta have video.
It's for sure. And so the traffic, the more movement you can get on the screen as people are scrolling, it seems to be a thumb stopper. So one way to get a thumb stopper is to take stills and make a photo roll through it. So it's easy to do with something like PicFlow. I like PicFlow because it's free. And all you do with PicFlow is very simply this. You just open your app, your PicFlow app that looks like a rainbow. Press New, add in your photographs, and then the cool thing about PicFlow will just grab photos right off of your camera roll. And you can add as many as you want. Now, typically you don't want to do more than 5 or 6, but if you get crazy you can do 8. But you don't want to do much more than that, it's just too much. So go into your camera roll, add your stills, then you can add music if you want. Mostly, especially if it's a news story, I would say don't. Also, obviously, don't pull it off of your iTunes because then you're violating the copyright. That'll be a problem. They do have some free music, but mostly it's kind of crappy, so don't. And then you do cut to next photo, and what you'll do is just set the timing for each image. So it just goes cut, cut, cut. You decide how long each one is. You can export it. Once again, it goes exports to your camera roll. You can send it wherever you want. That's all there is to it. It's completely customizable, totally free, less than 2 minutes, and you've got a photo slideshow that you have customized. Easy to do. Okay? Pick one. All right, this next one, I'm actually going to sort of demonstrate in front of you because this is going to change your life if you haven't already done this. This is called Videolicious. And so, one of the things that you have to do is you have to create edited videos for your web and social. Edited video with B-roll. So we'll just do that real quick. I'm at a news conference with the DC Lottery Commission, and one of my students just won $52 million. You're happy, right? Yeah. And all of you want to be her friend now. Not this man. He's angry. Because he's the one who actually bought the ticket, and now he thinks he deserves half the money. So, I'm going to do a very quick stand-up with B-roll. I'm going to lay the B-roll in, edited right over top of this. So all I'm going to do is touch camera roll. I'm going to lay in happy woman, exuberant crowd, angry man, safe. Then tell your story. So here I am with all of you. And now I'm just going to do my stand-up, and I'm going to touch this little thumbnail down here and lay in the B-roll as I go. Hi, it's Al Thompkins reporting from Washington, D.C., where one of my students just won $52.5 million in the D.C. lottery. All these people want to be your friends, but I think they're just gold diggers, but not this man. He says he deserves half the money because he says he's the one who actually bought the ticket. Now he says he's going to sue. We'll talk to him tonight at 6. Al Thompkins from D.C. Go. Just like that, we have an edited video. Now share it.
That is hilarious.
So now what I'm going to do is export this. I can send it right to the web. I can send it to Facebook. Now imagine you're at a fire. Imagine you're at a, a spot news story. Imagine wherever you are. Boom! You just knock it out. Now everybody's happy. You're a star. You get a new Lexus. It's fantastic. But this is not what these people do. These people are doing high-end finished stuff. This is not. You're just. Man, you got to get it knocked out.
But you're posting that to Facebook, not to your station website.
Well, but what I'm doing is I have a three-for, right? I can go to Twitter, I can go to Facebook, I can go to the website. If I'm a weatherman and there's breaking weather, but I'm still at home and I'm stuck in traffic, I can cut this. This is Weatherman Jack. What a mess out here. We're live right now with continuing coverage. You don't have to be either or. You don't have to be either or. You can be this and. And all you've got to do, for example, you go in to your website, you click a still frame of your weather radar, lay that right on top of there. I'm telling you, if I was an assignment editor, I'd be breaking news Al, baby. I would be doing this every 15 minutes. Okay. This is awesome. This is brand new. I want you to see it. This is called the Insta Nano 360, and what this will do is you stick this on your phone. Now what I'm going to do is, and I'd love to hear what you guys think of 360 video, because I'm not sure if it's the devil or not, it might be. But what I'm going to do is, can you see this? What I'm going to do is, I'm going to hold this up. Panelists, hold your hand up. Panelists, hold your hands up. Crowd, hold your hand up. And this is Al, and here we are in the convention, and everybody's holding their hands up. All right, and then I'm going to let go. And now what's going to happen is I just touch this, and it's a full 360 video. So you can decide what you want to look at. Do you want to look at us? Do you want to look at the panel? you want to look at. And so it's a full 360 and it's video. $199. I bought this one from B&H, it just got delivered. There's a lot of these things, but this one is the only one that I know of that's built straight into a phone. It's totally exportable. And for those of you who haven't yet found your way to iPhones, you can actually. I almost said evolve. You can actually use this without an iPhone, and it's got a card in it. So that's. Are you guys getting any traffic with 360s yet?
We're just starting to experiment with it. Yeah.
Well,
It takes forever. That's it. Yeah. And so this is fast.
How do you keep up with knowing what apps and gadgets to get? Are you part of the newsletter or what? How do you?
It's kind of my job. It's like these guys. It's kind of my job. But for all the things we all try, 99 of them out of 100 are awful. And so, we try a lot of stuff and we don't talk about all the stuff that's awful because it's awful. But a lot of people are doing it. Okay, I'll do one more. This is one of my really favorites. So about 2 years ago, Kate Spade, at Christmas, Kate Spade did this ad where you could follow her on a shopping trip, and anytime you wanted to buy something that she was looking at or wearing or whatever, you just touch it on the screen, and boom, you could buy it, just like that. And so, so you want to buy the phone, you can. If you want to buy the coat, it's just boom, coat. And so we all thought this would be awesome if you could do an interactive video, but you had to be, a genius like these guys to do that. So now what you can do is something called H5P, which is open source. And what H5P will allow you to do is this. So you have a news video, for example.
A life jacket left behind by every person who's made this dangerous trip. For mile after mile after mile.
Okay, so let's pretend for a moment that this is actually your video and you want to make this an interactive. What you can do is take this video and we're going to make this an interactive. So we're going to add a quiz and a link on this video. So what we're going to do is upload the video, so it'll be sitting on your desktop, for example. We'll just choose it off the desktop, and then let's say, fine, don't compress it. And now we're just going to add in a quiz, for example. So we'll go up here to the quiz making tool and just drag it down to the lower left corner. So just grab and drag, and then it'll say, okay, what do you want the quiz to look like? And when do you want it to start? So we'll say it'll start at 00. It'll say, is this video effective? We'll say yes, and we'll make that the right answer. We'll say no, we'll make that the wrong answer. We'll say save and done, and we just put the quiz on the video. Let's do another one. This time let's add a link. So we'll go up to the link making tool, drop it down here. The link's going to come in at 6, out at 11, and we'll say, for the label, we'll say, see the refugee trail, for example. And then maybe we'll link to a documentary that USA Today did on where the refugees come from, and we'll put in the URL, for example. So this is a way for you to have a video and then reference them to another video if they want to, or if they don't, they don't. And that's all there is to it.
this is a computer program to download onto your computer?
Yeah.
The remains of
So, no, I'll come back to it. So, first question, 00. Is this an effective video? We'll say yes, we'll check. Yay, we got the answer right. And then this goes out at 6, the next one comes in, boom, see the refugee trail. You click on it, it'll take you to the hot link that we embedded, and so on. So now just think about this for a second. You've got a speech from a candidate. They say something about, as you know, I'm in favor of so-and-so. You put a link on there, say, see his position on gun control, or this is what he said last week, or this is what Hillary said. There'd be all kinds of ways of using this. Or if let's say he references, there was a viral video that I saw last week, and you put in a link to now this, that was that viral video. This is a way for you to keep this person interacting with your video. because that is absolutely key to sharing. If they don't interact with it, they're not going to share it. You got to keep guiding them toward that. So that's a really cool one. H5P is a way to make your videos interactive. I've got a whole bunch more of these cool tools. I've made a printout. Feel free to have them. If you want to just email me, tompkins@pointer.org, tompkins@pointer.org. I will send you a PDF of it so you don't have to carry it.
H5P is a
Or H5P is just a website. Yeah, so you don't have to download anything. It's all sitting right